For nearly 3 decades, Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness epitomized Hollywood's ideal couple, a union seemingly unbreakable. Yet, in a move that stunned fans worldwide, they've now finalized their divorce, quietly and without fanfare. What transpired behind closed doors? And why are whispers suggesting the breakup wasn't as amicable as it appeared? This isn't just another celebrity split. It's the unraveling of a 27-year love story, marked by whispered betrayals and unexpected turns. As details of their divorce settlement emerge, the narrative becomes far more intricate than anyone anticipated. Now, with the ink dry and the settlement sealed, we delve into the complexities of their relationship, the emotional undercurrents, and the factors that led to this poignant conclusion. They weren't just any Hollywood couple. They were the Hollywood couple. Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness didn't fit the typical celebrity mold. There were no scandals, no cheating rumors, and no messy headlines. Just 2 people who seemed genuinely in love year after year. Their story began in 1995 on the set of the Australian TV series Corelli. Hugh was a rising star fresh out of drama school. Deborra was already an established actress. By his own admission, Jackman was smitten almost immediately. He later told reporters that within 2 weeks of meeting her, he knew she was the one. In 1996, they tied the knot in Melbourne. And from that day on, they seemed to defy the odds. In a world where celebrity marriages often crash and burn within a few years, Hugh and Deb stayed rock solid. Fans loved their dynamic. He was charming, fit, and globally adored. She was grounded, nurturing, and confident in herself. They adopted 2 children, Oscar and Ava, and raised them away from the spotlight as much as possible. Jackman often spoke publicly about their love, calling Deb his rock and the greatest thing that ever happened to him. Every red carpet event, every press tour, every award show, they were side by side. But behind every perfect image lies a reality few get to see. In recent years, some fans started noticing something different. Jackman, now entering his 60s, had become more public and career-focused than ever. Meanwhile, Deborra-Lee appeared to be stepping back. Rumors began to swirl about tension at home, but nothing was confirmed. After all, they still smiled together in public, still posted anniversary tributes, still appeared to be going strong. So when they announced their separation in 2023, the world was blindsided. But the story was just beginning. And what happened next would leave fans questioning everything they thought they knew. When the announcement finally came on September 15th, 2023, it felt like a collective gasp swept across social media. In a joint statement shared with People magazine, Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness said they had made the decision to separate, to pursue their individual growth. The wording was calm, respectful, even loving. "Our journey now is shifting," they wrote, "and we have decided to separate to pursue our individual growth." It sounded mature, it sounded mutual, but it also sounded scripted. Fans were heartbroken, but some couldn't help but feel something was off. After 27 years of marriage, this kind of split didn't happen overnight, especially not when just months earlier, Hugh had posted a glowing anniversary tribute, calling Deborra his extraordinary wife. So why the sudden shift? The announcement emphasized family as our highest priority, and they asked for privacy. But in the age of online sleuths and celebrity gossip, privacy is a luxury few stars can afford. The media frenzy was immediate. Paparazzi began following them more aggressively. Speculation exploded. Was there someone else? Was the split really mutual? Or was this carefully crafted language covering up something deeper? At the time, neither of them addressed the rumors directly. Jackman remained focused on his stage performances and film roles, while Deborra-Lee kept a much lower profile. The statement did its job. It shut down questions without actually answering any of them. But silence only invites more speculation. And while the world was still processing the end of Hugh and Deborra's love story, something unexpected happened behind the scenes. A legal move that would make their separation very real. For months, everything was quiet. Too quiet. After their public statement, Hugh and Deborra-Lee seemed to disappear from the headlines. There were no interviews, no tearful talk show moments, no messy court battles, just silence. But on May 23rd, 2025, that silence was broken. Deborra-Lee Furness officially filed for divorce in New York County Supreme Court. It was a quiet, clinical filing, but its implications were loud and clear. This wasn't just a trial separation anymore. This was the final step. According to court records, the case was filed as uncontested, which means neither party was disputing the terms. No drawn-out arguments, no custody battles, no financial drama playing out in public view. On paper, it was simple. In reality, it said a lot more than people realized. An uncontested divorce, especially after 27 years, usually means one of two things. Either both people were deeply aligned on the split, or one party had already emotionally checked out long ago. Insiders close to the couple said there was no fight left to have. The marriage had slowly eroded over the years, and by the time the paperwork hit the court system, everything had already been decided behind closed doors. Some even speculated that the quiet nature of the filing was strategic, designed to avoid public scrutiny. After all, the Jackmans had always been intensely private about their personal lives. It only made sense they'd want the ending of their marriage to be just as protected. But there was one major question the public couldn't stop asking. What about the money? Because when you've built a life and a fortune over nearly 3 decades, the financial side of a divorce is never simple. And the numbers behind their settlement? They shocked everyone. They built an empire together. One film, one red carpet, one endorsement at a time. And by the time the marriage ended, Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness had reportedly amassed a combined net worth of over $250 million. But here's the part most people didn't know. Despite Jackman being the obvious public earner, thanks to blockbuster hits like The Greatest Showman and Wolverine, Deborra-Lee wasn't just riding shotgun. Before Hugh ever became a household name, she was the established star. And throughout their marriage, she stepped back from her own career to raise their children and support Jackman's rise. Privately, many insiders say she was the one who made it possible for Hugh to become Hugh Jackman. So when it came time to divide that fortune, it wasn't just about numbers, it was about acknowledgement. According to reports, the divorce settlement included substantial spousal support. While exact figures were kept private, one source close to the couple said the agreement was generous and fair, designed to ensure Deborra-Lee could continue the lifestyle she helped build. The couple also reportedly agreed to split property holdings quietly without the need for court intervention. That included multiple homes in Australia, New York, and the Hamptons, each worth millions. What made this settlement so rare wasn't just the money. It was the lack of drama. No one went to war over the assets. No one aired dirty laundry in the press. But that doesn't mean the split was painless. Because while the financials were clean, emotionally, the wounds ran deep. And in a rare moment of honesty, Deborra-Lee would soon reveal just how much this divorce truly cost her. From the outside, it looked peaceful, clean, mutually respectful. But on the inside, the emotional toll of a 27-year marriage ending couldn't be wrapped up in a legal document. Deborra-Lee Furness, who had always shied away from the Hollywood spotlight, reportedly struggled in the months after the separation. A source close to the family described her as heartbroken but composed. A woman grieving not just the man she loved, but the life they built together. Privately, she'd given up a lot. Her career, her time, her identity as a public figure. All of it was traded to support Hugh's rise to global stardom. And now, with the cameras gone and the marriage over, she was left to redefine herself at age 68. Some insiders say she felt like she had disappeared in the shadow of her husband's fame. Others claim she was finally ready to reclaim her own path. But that didn't make the goodbye any easier. Meanwhile, Hugh Jackman appeared composed in public, smiling, focused, still performing. But fans started to notice something different. His Instagram posts grew quieter. His public appearances became more subdued. And in interviews, his once glowing praise of his wife shifted to silence. Was he burying the pain beneath work? Or was there more going on than he was letting on? One source even hinted at long-standing tension behind the scenes, saying the couple had been living more like companions than romantic partners for years before the official split, that they had drifted apart emotionally and physically. Still, neither of them lashed out. No bitterness, no blame game, just quiet, aching distance. But as Deborra-Lee focused on healing, Hugh was seen spending time with a surprising new figure. And that's when the rumors really started flying. Just as fans were trying to process the end of one love story, a new one quietly began to take shape. By late 2024, Hugh Jackman was frequently spotted with his former The Music Man co-star, Sutton Foster. The two shared a warm chemistry on stage, and it quickly sparked whispers of a romance offstage as well. Photos surfaced of the pair attending events together, laughing and looking comfortable. Very different from the guarded appearances Hugh had made in previous years. The public reaction was mixed. Some praised Hugh for moving on and embracing happiness again. Others wondered if this new relationship was the catalyst for the breakup, fueling speculation that the end of his marriage wasn't quite as amicable as the official statement suggested. Deborra-Lee Furness, meanwhile, remained mostly silent on the matter. She focused on her charity work and maintaining privacy, but her close friends told insiders she was deeply hurt by the timing and circumstances. Social media exploded with theories and opinions. Was Hugh's new romance a betrayal, or simply a sign that life moves on? Was Deborra-Lee getting the closure she deserved? One thing was clear. This wasn't just a divorce. It was a highly public, emotional event that exposed the complexities behind Hollywood relationships. And while the headlines focused on the glittering new romance, the real story was about two people trying to find peace in the aftermath. As the dust settled, fans were left wondering, what does the future hold for both Hugh and Deborra-Lee? Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness's split reminds us that even the strongest love stories can face difficult chapters. Behind the glitz and glamour, there are real people, real struggles, and decisions that are never easy. Their journey, from young lovers to Hollywood's golden couple to individuals seeking new paths, is a story of growth, change, and ultimately, acceptance. While the headlines may focus on rumors and new romances, the true story is about finding peace after heartbreak and the courage to start over. For Hugh and Deborra-Lee, the next chapters are unwritten. But one thing's certain, their legacy together and apart will continue to captivate fans for years to come. So what do you think? Was their split inevitable, or could something have been different? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more inside stories on your favorite stars, make sure to subscribe to PopTalk Daily, where every story has a secret.